This is News 3 Now at 5.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for staying with us at 5. News 3 Now is making it easier for you to receive a COVID vaccine. If you haven't and you want one, there are 2 hours left to do so. We have team coverage of News 3's second vaccine day at the 2 locations that we're offering the shot in our News 3 Now studio parking lot, as well as Lunny Lake Farm County Park. Let's start with Eric Franke, who's live outside the station with more on how you can get your vaccine right now. Hi, Eric.
Hey, Susan, you know, we really hit the jackpot when it comes to the weather. It was great 3 weeks ago on May 13th. It's great again today. You know, back on May 13th, the first day of our vaccine clinic, we vaccinated between here and Lake County Farm Park 565 people, and already 200 or so just here today. So those numbers continue to be great. Pop-up clinics that we're participating in. And here today, if you want to come out, get that first Pfizer shot, get the Johnson & Johnson shot, or, of course, if you're one of the folks that came out last time and need that second shot, get that done today. If you get a first shot here today, the folks, our partners with SSM Health, will make sure that you have a time and location to do that in a few weeks. We really want to make this possible for anybody who wants to get a vaccine as we head into these summer months. As we mentioned, SSM Health, our partners, we want to bring in Michelle Schmidt, who's been with us here for the last couple of events, and it's been a great run. It's really been great working with you guys on this, and we've had some good results.
Yeah, it's been great working with you guys, and we're really happy with the turnout that we've had at both events.
So what are you seeing here today? We've got a lot of the kids coming back, especially since 3 o'clock.
Yeah, a lot of kids coming back, which I think is not surprising given our first event, but a surprising number of first doses, and we're really happy to see people still interested in getting vaccinated, even if it's not a second dose.
Yeah, it's really important for those kids to come back and get that second dose. We want to get towards herd immunity. We've done great in Dane County. We really want to start reaching some of those rural counties, and I know SSM is doing a lot to get to those folks.
Yep, so we're putting on mobile events outside of Dane County. We have a few scheduled. We've done a few. We actually were up in Sauk County this week even. We're back in Rock County next week. So really trying to reach all those counties that we can. Give people the opportunity to come in regardless of where they live.
Yeah, so you got a couple more hours to get here tonight. If you can't get here tonight, SSM is really making it possible for people to get it to your clinics as well, right?
Yep, so we have a lot of clinic locations. We're trying to even expand that further going forward and make this really convenient for everyone so that transportation or location isn't a barrier.
This is an easy process today, too. We see people walking up. They don't have to really do much. You don't have to have really any insurance information. What do you need to get this done today?
We just need you to give us your name and date of birth. You have to fill out some questions on a form, but we do have people that can walk you through that if you need help or have questions about the form. So we're happy to help in whatever way we can, but really just a first and last name and a date of birth.
And of course, the youngsters have to have a guardian with them, right, to get that done. Michelle, thank you so much. It's been great working with you, and she's been great to spend her time talking to us multiple times today. So we also want to get out to Jamie Perez. She's at Lake County Farm Park. How are things going out there, Jamie?
Yeah, well, there's a pretty good turnout today. Actually, a few more people, significantly actually more people than we saw at the last vaccine clinic that we did here. I think they've given out about 150 shots so far today. So really good turnout today. We are that much closer to the other side of this pandemic. Now, the people who are administering vaccines here today said that we had a higher turnout because they're giving out both the Pfizer and the Johnson & Johnson. So people who have not yet gotten the vaccine showed up for that one and done shot. Now, I spoke to some kids who were here for both doses of the Pfizer vaccine. They said they're excited to be able to see their friends again without masks as we head into summer vacation.
I would just get it, and it would help a lot of people out, and we'll be able to get back to normal a lot faster.
And it doesn't even hurt at all. Just feels like a little tap.
If you have not yet gotten your vaccine, there are doses of both Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson still available here. Again, this clinic is open until 7 o'clock tonight, so they will be open if you want to come and get your opportunity to get your shot.
All right, Jamie Perez live at Lake County Farm Park. Of course, as we mentioned, until 7 o'clock tonight. We really want to get as many people in here and also over there with Jamie as we can. We'll be back here in just a few minutes to talk about the importance of the second shot. Mo Carbot's going to join us from SSM Health and talk about what we can look forward to in the months ahead as we, we're just getting to summer break, right, kids? But we also got to start talking about maybe fall and what we can look ahead to there as well. Susan?
Eric, thank you so much. We'll check back with you in just a little bit. Tonight, are in the hospital with COVID-19. That's just a fraction of what we saw at COVID's peak back in November. Our Adam Duxter got an inside look at UW's COVID ward back then, and tonight he went back to see what's changed. Adam is live with more on his exclusive walkthrough. Adam? Are we having a little trouble getting to Adam outside of UW Hospital? Okay, sorry about that. We'll try to connect with Adam in average for COVID cases in Wisconsin dropped from 162 to 149. This as over 10,000 Wisconsinites were newly vaccinated in the past 24 hours. Right now, just over 48% of the state has received at least one shot, and 42.3% has completed their vaccine series. In Dane County, over 66% of residents have received at least one shot, with 58% fully vaccinated. And in Dane County, over 66% of residents have received at least one shot. 58% are now fully vaccinated. To weather now, a string of really hot days are in the forecast. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary Canalti is on the weather patio. Gary?
Well, Susan, the temperature continues to rise. The humidity levels are still down right now, but those will increase as we head into the early part of next week. Let's take a look at visible cloud tracking. You can see some clouds dropping in from the north. This is actually a weather disturbance that has a few showers and thunderstorms associated with it. In fact, we zoom into southern Wisconsin. Looks like a couple of those are just clipping the far northern portions of Adams County and may affect northern portions of Marquette and Green Lake counties, but by and large, the rain should stay mainly to our north and east, and that's because dew point temperatures are only in the upper 30s down toward Janesville, middle 40s here in Madison, whereas they're in the 50s farther to the north. So it's actually more humid in the northern portion of the state. So as those showers move southward, they'll probably dissipate, or at least a lot of the kick will leave from those showers. Otherwise, temperatures right now are in the middle to upper 80s. Notice temperatures are around 90 out toward the La Crosse area. Air quality advisories have been issued until 11 p.m. for ozone for Dodge, Jefferson, and Walworth counties in southeastern Wisconsin, as well as the Milwaukee metropolitan area. Otherwise, look for skies to turn mostly cloudy overnight. It'll be mild with a low temperature of 65 here in Madison. And then tomorrow, skies will turn mostly sunny. It'll be breezy and very warm with high temperatures close to 90 tomorrow, but we should be at or above 90 for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'll have more details in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, Gary, thank you. As the weather warms up, Middleton is offering cooling centers around the city. From June 4th through the 8th, the Middleton Police Department will be open 24 hours. City Hall, the Middleton Senior Center, and the Public Library will also be open during their regular hours to help those who need a break from the hot temperatures. New information from Rock County as a 15-year-old boy has been arrested following a triple shooting. Beloit police say the 15-year-old was arrested and could face 3 counts of attempted homicide. The shooting happened on May 13th in the 1300 block of Nelson Avenue. The 3 males, who were 16, 18, and 19 years old, all had non-life-threatening injuries. Madison police are sharing photos of 2 men believed to be responsible for attacking a Madison Metro bus driver last week. It happened just before 10 Friday night near East Washington Avenue and Mendota Streets. A Metro driver says he was attacked by 2 people after denying them bus service because they would not comply with mask requirements. Police say they believe the men are responsible for a separate incident on a Metro bus that took place May 23rd. Madison police are asking anyone with information about the incidents to contact them. Still to come tonight at 5, our second vaccine day coverage continues. Next, an expert will tell us why you should get your second vaccine shot and why that's so important. That's next at 5. And then coming up tonight at 6, the Bucks are preparing for their Eastern Conference semifinal matchup against the Brooklyn Nets. We'll hear from Giannis Antetokounmpo coming up at 6. And on Wall Street, a down day for the markets. The Dow closed down 23 points. The Nasdaq was down nearly 142, and the S&P 500 closed down just over 15. We'll be right back.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. It doesn't make me feel good about myself. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The Secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip in your mouth for 30 minutes.
I've tried like every over-the-counter whitening because, I'm one of those people I'm like obsessed with white teeth. The Power Swabs were so easy to use. I don't have to have strips sitting on my face for an hour. I don't have to have a foam tray where I feel like I'm gonna gag or I'm gonna go play football.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Show off your white smile this Memorial Day and call for your 5-minute solution. Order Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free. Plus, you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. A way that builds a state-of-the-art network. As a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
Tonight, it's vaccination day number 2 here at News 3, how you can get your shot for free without an appointment. And Madison police are looking for 2 men accused of attacking a city bus driver over mask rules.
We all hope to get to a point where COVID doesn't exist.
But millions of Wisconsin residents are still unvaccinated. Madeline O'Neill finds out why and what local health officials are doing to pave the path to herd immunity. Sunday on News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back, everyone. Tonight, 22 people in Dane County are in the hospital with COVID-19. That's just a fraction of what we saw back in November. Our Adam Duxter got an inside look at UW's COVID ward back then, and tonight he went back to see what's changed. Adam joins us live with more on his exclusive walkthrough. Adam?
It really is difficult to compare what we saw during our tour today at UW Hospital to what we saw this past November. COVID hospitalizations are down, visitors are back, people are getting elective surgeries, and virtually every single employee here at UW Hospital is now immune to the virus itself. And this also means portions of the hospital that were serving a dual purpose, like the area for brain injuries that was almost completely full with COVID patients this back fall, it's now back to their intended use. The staff here at UW says what they're dealing with now is manageable, but ultimately they're still taking care of people who wouldn't be here had they gotten the vaccine.
Our only incentive is that we want people to survive this pandemic. We have no political agenda, and so I hope that people will continue to believe us. I was vaccinated in December. 6 months later, I have no side effects. I hope people will continue to see that this is safe and effective.
Doctors at UW say this situation would not be possible without the vaccine, and more so not possible without people in Dane County going out of their way to get it, which has doctors here at UW saying thank you and that they're grateful for the community for doing that tonight. And coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 10, we'll take you inside the hospital and get the opinion of leaders here on Dane County's reopening plan.
Boy, inspiring to see how much progress has been made. Adam Duxter live at UW Hospital. Thanks, Adam. We're continuing to help give vaccines to those who want them at our news station and at Lunny Lake Farm County Park. But some people who got their first shot did not come back for their second one. Our Eric Franke is in the parking lot with more on why it's so important to do that. You got to get your second dose, right, Eric?
It is so important, and we had a lot of those kids the first time that came through. The night before our first day of this vaccination clinic was May 13th. The day before, the FDA had approved those for kids 12 to 15, and we saw a lot of them coming in. We saw some familiar faces come back today. Very important to get that second shot. We're going to talk about that in just a minute. One side note, we just met a couple that came an hour today to get their Johnson & Johnson vaccine. That's an hour drive, so getting that Johnson & Johnson's kind of nice because it's a one and done, and they have that available today. If you want to come over here, we're here till 7 o'clock. Get that Johnson & Johnson or get your first Pfizer vaccine if you want that. And then the folks, our partners at SSM, will make sure they find a time and location that's convenient for you after a few weeks to come back and get that all-important second shot. We want to bring in Mo Carbat, the VP of Pharmacy Services for SSM. Mo, always great to talk to you. You've been a great voice for us through all this. Thanks for being with us.
My pleasure.
Another great day to see all these folks come in, and pop-up clinics have kind of been the way right now. We have to get that kind of over the hump to get towards herd immunity.
Definitely, we have to bring the vaccine to the community. Great turnout today. We gave over 200 shots already. Many of the shots we gave to individuals who showed up here 3 weeks ago, but we gave several shots to folks who received their first shot today.
We heard some folks get that first shot, and for whatever reason, whether they had a side effect or whatever, didn't feel good, didn't come back and get that. How important is it to come and complete that complete vaccination?
Well, it's very important to be fully protected against COVID. You have to get both shots if you're receiving the Pfizer or the Moderna vaccine. But if you really want only a single shot, we have that also. We have the Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
Herd immunity, you think it's about 80%? We've talked about that throughout the day. There's so many efforts to get it done. What's it going to take to get there?
I think we will get there. It will take time. I think with more information about the vaccine, its safety, its efficacy. Also, when we see us going back to normal with no masks needed, I think these are the signs of recovery from the pandemic. And to fully recover from it, we need to get to herd immunity.
A lot of people spend their time outdoors in the summer, which helps. But as we look to the fall, you and your team, they're really getting ready for a busy fall as well.
Oh, definitely. We think both vaccines will continue to be available and will be fully approved by the FDA by the fall. And we expect to get to herd immunity, but to get there, we still have so many shots, more shots to give.
Mo, thank you so much. Your expertise has been so valuable through all this. We always appreciate talking to him. Thank you once again. They've been great partners to us at SSM Health. So come on out here. As we mentioned, you can get that Johnson & Johnson one and done, or you can get the first Pfizer, or come on down and complete your vaccination process. As we mentioned, we did about 565 between this location and Lake County Farm Park back on May 13th. We want to get it done and get us back to normal here across South Central Wisconsin.
Yeah, let's all have a good summer. All right, Eric, thanks so much. And just another reminder, 2 hours left to get your shot at our second vaccine clinic, either here at the WISC studio or at Lake Farm County Park. We'll be offering second doses to anyone who received a first Pfizer dose at our May 13th clinic, and we also have a supply of the one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. If you want a shot, please join us. The vaccine clinic will run until 7 o'clock tonight. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate weather. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. It's a warm one out there, Gary.
It is, Susan, and as somebody who's had COVID and got the vaccine, I just want to tell everybody, if you're on the fence, get the shot. It'll go very easily for you. Well, as we take a look at temperatures over the next couple of days, that's not going to be quite as nice. Those temperatures near 90 tomorrow, probably low 90s Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, upper 80s for Tuesday, mid 80s for Wednesday. Notice the average high temperature this time of year should be in the mid to upper 70s. We're going to be well above that over the next 10 days. Now, today is Heat Awareness Day across the country, and our heat index right now is not going to be too bad. The humidity will be relatively low for the first part of the weekend, but that will start to ramp up as we head into the second part of the weekend and early next week. So we'll see heat index values somewhere between 90 and 105 degrees. That means heat-related illnesses are possible, especially for people who are more vulnerable to the heat. Those people would be the elderly, people that are in poor physical condition, or infants or the very young. They can't really tell you that they're feeling the effects of the heat, and it's really important to stay cool at night when you're sleeping. A lot of the studies have shown that people get worse effects of the heat just because they're staying hot all night, and a couple of days of hot night temperatures is probably worse than the daytime daytime high temperatures when you at least have the ability to perhaps find somewhere that's cool and air conditioned. Tonight, we've got some showers and thunderstorms up in central Wisconsin, a few of those clipping far northern portions of Adams County, but for the most part, they should stay to our north and to our east. You can see them kind of sliding in a southeasterly direction. The back part of these already starting to fizzle out as they approach Eau Claire. This air in the southern part of the state is a little drier, and you can see over the last 48 hours, most of the rain has been up in the northern portions of the state. We've had very little rain here in the southern part of the state, and over the next 72 hours, very little rain is expected other than those showers and thunderstorms up to our north tonight. But as we look at the next 10 days, we're still looking at perhaps anywhere from about a quarter of an inch to maybe an inch generally, with some localized 1 or 2 inch amounts. This time of year, we should get about 1.5 inches of rain over a 10-day period. So again, this is just exasperating the drought that's out there. It's just going to continue to make it worse. So 3 things you need to know. Sunny skies are expected through the weekend, but that will lead to the hot conditions. High temperatures at or above 90 all the way through Monday of next week. And then we'll see humid conditions early next week. That will lead to some better chances for showers and thunderstorms. Right now, temperatures are approaching the triple-digit mark over parts of North Dakota and Montana. They were under freeze warnings less than a week ago. So you can see how quickly things have changed. Dew point temperatures, though, are pretty low through much of the Midwest. That's why we're not seeing much in the way of rain to break the heat. For tomorrow, sunny, breezy, very warm day, high temperature at 89. And as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, those temperatures lower 90s Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, upper 80s on Tuesday. Humidity levels start to come up next week. The best chances of showers and thunderstorms probably Wednesday and Thursday, with chances on Tuesday and Friday. Next weekend, we see a break in the humidity, but temperatures will still stay above normal with highs in the lower 80s. As we check out first warn traffic, seeing some delays on the Beltline construction area between Verona Road and Stoughton Road. Right now, delays westbound from around Todd Drive to Park Street. Eastbound, we're seeing delays from around Monona Drive back toward around John Nolan Drive. Right now, travel times either direction a little bit elevated on the Beltline between University Avenue and the interstate. Heading out of Madison, this 25-minute commute on I-3990 from the Beltline southward to Janesville. US 12 Middleton to Sauk City is a 16-minute commute. Downtown to Sun Prairie, East Washington Avenue, and US 151 will take you 17 minutes. That's your News 3 Now First Warn traffic.
All right, thank you, Gary. Ahead at 5, Republican Senator Ron Johnson hasn't said if he will run for another term, why he says he's not going to rush making that decision. That's next at 5.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. The perfect paint for when the nursery becomes the bedroom. That becomes his room. That becomes your favorite room in the house. Paint because you want to, not because you have to. For results that stand up to whatever life brings, trust Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, exclusively at Menards. Get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paints and Stains.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
You call me devious, but you don't understand that all I am is a little mysterious.
So what do you think?
I love it.
Hey, sandwich fan. New Denny's melts belong in your hand. Patty melt's a classic. The Big Dipper's fantastic. And the Nashville hot chicken, bombastic? 4 melts in all, grilled to please. Now with free delivery. See you at Denny's.com.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues.
Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Ready to blow away the rules of volume? New Air Volume Mega Mascara by L'Oréal Paris. For mega volume, yet mega light. A whipped formula and a cushiony brush. New Air Volume Mega Mascara by L'Oréal Paris. You're worth it.
Our new scented oils give you our best smelling scents, now crafted with more natural ingredients and infused with essential oils that are 100% natural. Give us one plug and connect to nature.
Playing 26 years of hits live at American Family Insurance Amphitheater Friday, July 30th. New album, Medicine at Midnight, available now. Tickets on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at the box office or online at Ticketmaster.com.
Republican Senator Ron Johnson says he remains undecided about seeking a third term in 2022 and feels no pressure to make up his mind anytime soon.
These campaigns are way too long. The public won't be paying attention in August of 2021 in terms of what's going to be happening in 2022. And again, all you're doing is you're just causing more people to raise more money and spend it in a wasteful manner.
Senator Johnson previously pledged not to serve more than 2 terms, but has since walked that back. State Treasurer Sarah Godlewski, Democratic State Senator Chris Larson, as well as Alex Lasry, Senior VP of the Milwaukee Bucks, have all announced they will be running in the race. A dozen new police and justice reform bills are being introduced to the Wisconsin legislature. The package of bills is called Enough is Enough. It was introduced by Democratic Representative David Bowen. The 12 bills backed by Democrats would include new training and policies, enhanced accountability and transparency measures, and would create new policies that they say will save lives in Wisconsin.
This is our chance for transformation. This is our chance to be able to significantly shift a number of different decisions and protocols when it comes to how decisions are made with charging, how citizens are engaging with front-end interactions with law enforcement.
Meanwhile, Republican lawmakers are unveiling critical race theory legislation. That theory argues that historical racism like slavery and segregation still play a role today.
We need to teach students the basics to be proficient, not teach divisive concepts. And we need to do that at all levels of education.
The Minneapolis intersection, informally known as George Floyd Square, was open to traffic overnight, but tonight it is closed once again. Many of the locals have been at the intersection in an effort to protect the memorial. Others set up makeshift barriers, reclosing the street to cars. Protesters say they won't leave until the city meets their demands, which include putting money into jobs, affordable housing, and anti-racism efforts. Well, stay with us. Gary will have a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, and Rotier, we fight for what's right.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion. Right now, every Comfort 365 window style is 40% off. The Champion family is here to help. Get 40% off. Call now or download our free buyer's guide at getchampionwindows.com.
My dog wants a yard.
Love it.
And another dog.
Have you looked at houses yet?
Not yet.
But that's good. I learned from Summit that it's better to start with a pre-approval anyway.
Right. Yeah. You can decide how much you're comfortable paying each month and then back into your price range.
Oh, and start putting the difference between your rent and your future mortgage into savings.
With Summit Credit Union, you might be more ready than you think.
I think it's great. Summit helps people build confidence and knowledge to move forward. It's your money. Own it. Summit Credit Union.
Wisconsin's soil and water create the perfect environment for agriculture. But it takes more than great land to produce the world's best dairy products. I feel it in the way Wisconsin dairy farmers take care of their animals, preserve their family farmland, and lend a helping hand to their communities. What's that something extra Wisconsin has? It's pride. Support Wisconsin dairy farmers. Buy Wisconsin milk, cheese, and dairy.
Millions are saying yes to Allegra, the #1 allergist-recommended non-drowsy brand. Allegra works 2 times faster than Claritin, and unlike Zyrtec, it's non-drowsy. Say yes to Allegra. And for congestion relief, find Allegra D behind the pharmacy counter.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
Join me virtually June 23rd as we live stream the American Cancer Society's 14th annual Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin Gala on the rooftop of Monona Terrace. Join Bo Ryan and others as we celebrate our fan of the year, Rob Andringa, and his family. For more details, go to coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
Before we leave you at 5, a final check with Gary.
Well, a live view from the WISC Skycam shows a few more clouds starting to move in. There are some showers and isolated thunderstorms just clipping the far northern portions of Adams County. Otherwise, temperatures right now are still in the middle 80s. La Crosse right now at 91. But you factor in the humidity and notice that the heat index is actually lower than the temperature. That's because the not having humidity doesn't really raise the temperature very much. Look for a low tonight of about 65, high tomorrow near 90, and we'll be in the low 90s this weekend into early next week with some more humidity and some thunderstorm chances next week.
All right, thank you, Gary. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. Hope to see you back here for News 3 at 6.